Hello and welcome to a parking lot of Porsches. Today I am quite literally surrounded at Porsches here at Checked It Out, the biggest Porsche show in the Midwest. I filmed this event last year and the video did really well. It was very well received. Still one of my most viewed videos on the channel, so I'm doing it again. This is an incredible show full of just the most incredible high-grade blue chip Porsches of all different generations, from the 80s back to the 50s and 60s, and current cars like this Cayman GT4 here, and every model is celebrated here. 911s, Caymans, different trim levels, your GT cars, your turbos, it's all here today, including a couple of race cars and some very, very cool builds. And this is just one of many displays today. A lot of incredible stuff here today. So if you love Porsches, this is the place to be. This is the video to watch. And if you enjoy, remember to like and subscribe. And this is me, Patrick, the King of Cars, and this is Checked It Out 2024. And of course, we have GT3 RS aplenty here. There's another 991. This is a .1 car, as well as the 992 GT3 RS, one of the internet's favorite cars right now. This is a really cool spec, a dark gray with the red wheels. Looks very nice. And we're going to continue on with the GT3 RS theme with this 997.2, and I believe slate gray. It is a PTS dark gray of some sort, which looks very, very cool, with the black decals. Very muted spec, which I think really fits the 997 very well. The 997 is my favorite modern 911 body style. I just absolutely adore these cars, and driving this car in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit back in 2010 was something I really enjoyed doing. And the center lock wheels are also very cool. There's also an inside portion here, and starting off with the inside portion, we have this white Cayman GT4 RS with this turbofan rear wheel. I do like this, very race inspired, super, super neat, and there's just a whole bunch of treasures in here. It's not that well lit, but that's okay. Got a red Cayman GT4, I think guards red, very nice. Another great 992 GT3 RS, matching the one outside, and just a whole bunch of Porsches, which is a very common theme today. The BBSs look nice on this 993, as on this 964, as is this 964, I should say. And look at this GT4 RS in Oslo blue, very nice spec. Do love this, as well as this Spider RS in some sort of gray with the blue wheels. These are really cool. I love this because this is the last of the flat six Boxsters, and I've always had a soft spot for the Spider models through all three generations. And this is quite the swan song to what is a very, very cool car. And I didn't even notice this GT4 RS on the way in. It's aubergine, a very dark purple, which, ooh, as far as colors go, that is quite a good one. And here we have a pair of RWB builds, the 993 Akira Nakai-san's personal car, a car that I've seen quite a few times in the Chicagoland area before, and as well as at Checked It Out last year. But I'm particularly drawn to this green 964. The 964 is my favorite chassis of 911, and my favorite of the RWB kits as well. Just love how it looks. It's very OEM plus in a way. It's not too intrusive, not too invasive of a kit. I think it really accentuates the lines of the car, and it looks absolutely fantastic, as well as the Workmeisters that are on this car. And the spec is just really cool as well, and I love the huge wing. Do you like the huge wing?
I do like the huge wing.
He likes the huge wing. Yep. And speaking of green 964s, look at this turbo. The 964 turbo is my favorite 911 of all time, and in this spec, the green tan, my goodness, is this awesome. I mean, the interior is just super clean as well. Looks very, very nice. And I just absolutely adore these. They just look so good. They're so timeless and classy. And if we're talking about cool specs, well, this is definitely up there. Look at this 993. I believe it's a C2S, but it has the ducktail there, which looks really cool. This car is in Mexico blue, one of my favorite Porsche colors, with the HRE wheels, which look absolutely insane. But my absolute favorite Porsche color is right here, this one, the 992, I believe a C2S with the Aero kit in mint green. It's a PTS color, and I just adore it. I think it is fantastic. It works on any Porsche model, especially a 911. I would love this color on a GT3 RS, but this looks super cool on the Carrera, and my gosh, I've just been oohing and awing at this one because the color is just fantastic. A huge sucker for cool police cars, and this 944 is certainly no exception, with the roof wheels as well. This is super cool. And the Police livery, the white and the green, absolutely fantastic. And I do like the dish on the rear roof wheels here. Very nice stance. Just a cool car all around. And now we're in the main inside portion of the show, and starting off here with a white 993 Turbo S alongside a blue 993 Turbo, as well as a very nice Dakar as well. Love the livery on this, very Martini-esque, alongside or in front of a 911 ST, the newest, hottest 911, very nice, alongside the Viola Purple Metallic GT3 Touring. And walking in here is a very nice setup with another 992 GT3 RS in white, very nice spec. White, a classic color for all 911s, and it just looks super, super cool. But this setup is awesome. I really like this. This Taycan in a Gulf blue, very nice, as well as a white Cayman GT4 RS, and a circle of some very cool 911s, which we will take a look at right now. Just look at this 964 Speedster, white with white wheels. I'm a huge sucker for white wheels on white cars, and on Porsches, it absolutely works every single time. And we also have this Boxster here from Paul Miller Porsche. Miller, how do you feel?
Boxster.
Okay, cool. A very patinaed 911 next to that, looking very cool. As well as this Golf car. I'm a huge sucker for the Golf livery, and on this car, it looks very nice. It is a livery that I think is sometimes overdone, but when you're paying homage to something like, say, a 917, I think it makes sense. I think it works. And continuing on with the patina, we got a 356 over there, as well as a black 964 Turbo. I mentioned earlier that the 964 Turbo is my favorite 911, and in black, that's my favorite color for my favorite car, with a white interior as well. Very, very cool. Got a 996 Safari build, very cool, as well as this white 911, kind of an RSR style car, very nice, as well as yet another 993 Turbo in GT silver with the silver wheels, looking absolutely fantastic. And yeah, just a few 930s, or 4 930s as a matter of fact. But these cars are all part of the Porsche Restoration Challenge. I'm not sure if I really mentioned this last year, but this is where all different Porsche dealers go head-to-head against each other and try to restore a 911 from the past, or in some cases maybe a different Porsche model like that Boxster over there. And they compete and see which one is the best, which I think that 964 won. I could be wrong though. Just look at the before photos on this RSR style car. I mean, the work that these dealers do is absolutely insane in making these cars look, well, basically brand new. Looking absolutely fantastic, as we see right here. What a noise. And here is yet another 911 ST. This one's got the 63 on the side, which looks very nice. And it's sitting alongside a green GT4 RS. We're really covering the whole color palette today on GT4 RSs because this one is nice. Not my favorite here today, but is still very, very cool. And amongst the Porsche crowd is something particularly cool and rare, an Audi R8 GT, one of only 333 cars, and way less in the United States. Leaving here today, looking absolutely sinister in satin black, and got a bunch of rally stickers on it. That's cool. They say that the GT3 RS is the road-going version of the GT3 Cup car, but here's a road-converted GT3 Cup car, so maybe this fits the description better, but this is in the GT silver, or at least the silver that all of the Cup cars originally come in. All of them are usually wrapped, but this is super cool from Autobahn Country Club, and it's on the wet tires, or at least road tires, something of that description, and it is looking very cool. It's got the road car mirrors, and it is built completely to Cup spec, obviously, as it is a Cup car, but look at all of this. This is all exposed, definitely not your average GT3, if you could call the GT3 an average car. And this is just awesome. Still got the center locks too, which is a great touch. And also here, like last year, the Brabus boat, this time in green over tan, which is an interesting spec.
Why do they call it Brabus and not Brabo? It's not a bus, it's a boat.
And this boat also has 1,000 horsepower, which is pretty darn cool. Two 500 horsepower outboard motors, and like I said before, the spec is pretty nuts. Chris, is it comfortable?
give it a 9 out of 10.
And here's the interior, full leather, looks absolutely insane. Very Lamborghini-esque in some places, but it is definitively Brabus, very much like a custom Mercedes, and Chris seems to be enjoying it very much. But then coming down here, didn't have a boat tour on my bingo card for today, but there's actually a lot of room in here as well as a TV. So that's nice. Milo likes it. Cool sink too. And we got Doobie Brothers playing outside, which is very fitting of being on a yacht. Nothing beats yacht and yacht rock like nothing. Nothing beats yachts and yacht rock. And this thing from the outside looks absolutely sinister as well. And this can be yours for a modest sum of just 800 grand. Whether that's worth it to you or not, that's open to interpretation, but as far as boats go, that's pretty cool. And that's about it for today. I'm ending the video today in the 944 Turbo, owned by my good friend Max, that I started last year's Czech video with. But what an incredible show. Lots of incredible Porsches and incredible people too. The venue's awesome. I think it was great because it was more so like an industrial rustic vibe, which I kind of got from a lot of the Porsches and especially some of the resto mods that were at the show. So that was pretty cool. But if you did enjoy this video, guys, remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, this was me, Patrick, the King of Cars. Thank you for watching. Take care. The photo. The photographer.
All right.